Alright guys, so today we're going to be playing the real scale mob. We're going to be playing it up against 2 elite AI just to make it kind of interesting. It really lags my computer a little bit, but it's super fun to play. If you have a good computer, it's good enough to play it. It's super fun. I typically like to play it on the bigger maps, like 8 player. Today we're going to be playing on a 14 player map, Marcera Wastes. So to play this game mode, you actually go to the multiplayer custom game and go to find you a map that's large, and then go to create with mod. And you can actually go to search all mods and just type in RS and it will find it. It will be the first one that typically pops up. It will look like this. It'll say the custom mod with rescaled units, and the units have been rescaled to focus more like on what the lore actually looks like. So let's create a game here, and let's get into this. So, Marcera Wastes, huge map. Big fan of this map though. I like it. It's really cool. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of stuff to do. Lags the heck out of my computer though. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this game here. We got 2 elite AIs. Using any builds. So I'm gonna showcase Zerg because I'm a huge Zerg fan. I like the way the Zerg plays. Oh. Be nice to have, people to play with, but requires friends for that kind of stuff. So check it out. Here we go. Automatically, we start out with a little bit more minerals and a little bit more Vespene gas than you will find in the multiplayer. You also notice that we start out with this huge overlord. So let's just get him queued up and get him looking around, because sometimes on this map the opponent does spawn right next to you. We still got a lot of cool normal stuff, but you will notice automatically that the workers are very slow, and everything costs a little bit more than what it normally costs in an actual game. So what we're going to do is probably expand pretty quickly, because we start out with a lot more supply than normal, and playing this game mode, you do kind of want to get that mineral. You want to get those minerals going. You want to get everything going whenever you have the extra supply and everything. It's easier to get into the game quicker, get you some better units, tech up faster, things like that. But it's really fun because, as you saw with the Overlord, the units are scaled to proper size. And on top of that, you get a bunch of other units. You get a lot of custom stuff. You can customize your builds and what kind of units you want to have. It's really fun. Really fun game mode.
Insufficient minerals. There are not enough minerals. Insufficient minerals. There are not enough minerals. More minerals required.
The Protoss has found me. The Protoss has found me.
There are not enough minerals.
Let's go. There's my Overlord. Just covering ground, scouting, figuring out, see if anything's around us.
More minerals required. Insufficient minerals.
See, everything's a little bit more expensive than normal.
More minerals required. A queen has emerged.
So the queens are super cool. So you can see that they're able to. Man, that was awesome. The Roach Warren came up immediately. But the queens automatically, as long as you have them near the base, they will automatically spawn some larvae for you. It's really convenient. On top of that, they automatically heal, and they can spawn some creep tumors very quickly. Their energy regans really quickly. And on top of that, you're able to lay eggs. The queen lays an egg, which can then be morphed into several Zerg units. So a lot of really fun stuff that you can do with Zerg in this. Let's go ahead and get us a second queen down here. So the Protoss already found us. It's helpful to get out a couple of units in. Where'd our Overlord go? There he is. Let's send him all around the map.
A queen has emerged.
Let's get our queen back here to cast some stuff for us. So, we saw how the Overlord was big. Sometimes the unit pathing is a little bit weird. So we saw the Overlord was really big, but there are other units that get big as well. And it's really fun to see those units whenever you start to build your heir and get a little bit further upgraded.
More minerals required.
The Brutalisks look insane. They're super fun. I really recommend playing to the Brutalisks on this mod. I need to expand, but I keep building extra stuff. Let's go and get us some vision. Vision is always your friend.
That can only be placed on a Vespine geyser.
Let's go hit this. So check it out. With the roaches, we have Vile upgrade, which this is probably my favorite because it slows the enemy attacks and movement speed every time you hit. This one's really cool though because whenever they're able to summon roachlings whenever a unit attacked by them dies. So that's really sweet. But I'm a big fan of the Vile. It reminds me of Abathur playing co-op. Super fun stuff. Alright, so I built 3 of these just because I really want to get to Broodlords. You have really got to see the Broodlords. They're super fun. Let's go ahead and get out a couple Guardians. And we do not have enough Vespine. So let's make sure to get some Vespine in here. So the Mutalisks are super cheap. They're pretty cool to get out. But, like, the Mutalisks are very cheap because the Broodlords are actually able to summon the Mutalisks. They're able to mass produce Mutalisks. And it's OP. It is straight up OP. But that's okay. It's for the fun of it. Alright. It's always going to be... Let's get out some swarm hosts. So check it out in size. Like Guardians compared to these little mantis things, and compared to the roaches, yeah. So let's zoom in. The roaches. You can see the Vile. The pathing on these things is a little bit weird.
Your brood has encountered the enemy.
There they are. So let's go ahead and just produce a couple. So this zoning out kind of reminds me of playing something like Total War or something really cool like that, where you can zoom in really close on your units, you can zoom out really far. Super fun. Just a really super fun game mode. Take us another base. We really need some Vespine gas and stuff. Finally, we can get us a hive. So the corruptors are massive. They make the Guardians look tiny. They're about as big as they're a little bit bigger than the Overlords. Yeah, that's pretty sweet actually. It's really cool. Alright, so
evolution complete.
Yeah, I'm already starting to lag a little bit. Queen's blocking in my units. Okay, I see. So check it out. This is a swarm host, and they're able to burrow anywhere. That's a really cool move for these guys. Really sweet move. So you're able to create like little hybrid things, and you're able to call out Leviathan. You know, get all these OP things going on. Creep slows down enemy units and causes damage over time. That looks pretty fun. Let's go with that. That is what I'm talking about. Let's kind of get a little bit of gas going. All right, so now we want to get some broodlords. Broodlords are probably my favorite units on this game mode. Let's try and get those upgrades just for fun of it. So we can create aberrations, infested zealots. We can see we can hold upwards of 300 supply. Just with the normal mod, no extensions or anything. The mutalisks, they look a little bit bigger than normal, and then they also fly a little bit higher than normal, which is pretty cool. When we zoom out, like we can see all these broodlords. I mean, all of the overlords and stuff like that. Oh, getting attacked here.
Our base has entered the enemy.
Getting attacked here a wee bit. Alright, so let's get some broodlords out then.
Your grotesque Zerg have mutated
to deal with this all. Never mind, the Guardians did it for me. That's what you get whenever you're dealing with just the elite AI. It's silly AI. Alright, let's get some broodlords out, and let's go ahead and let's see. We've already teched up to hive. Let's tech up a little bit further. Let's go ahead and get up to. Let's get our. Oh, I just used that one. What am I doing? I can't play. Let's go ahead and get out those brutalisks and really wreck some face with the brutalisks and the maybe a couple corruptors. And the ultralisks are also very cool to see. On this map, I like this map because you don't run out of resources. so those maps, Mars Waste is pretty fun. This 7 vs 7 map version is really cool to play. I enjoy it because of whenever you combine it with this mod, because it's such a big map and you need a big map to play with this mod. And on top of that, they've already got the resources set for you. So, the Ultralisks are able to upgrade as well into like AoE attacks, more hit points, better attacking armor, so special respawn ability. So, it's kind of your choice. You get to choose. It's super cool. You get to figure out which one you want. But the Nydus network also has some really cool stuff involved with it. So we've got these awesome broodlords. Let's go ahead and send these broodlords over here. That's an all ground-based army. It should be an easy kill. Let's see. So we see the broodlords, the little broodlings flying in, things like that. I mean, they're massive compared to those little ground units. Huge. And here's where we can spawn a bunch of mutalisks if we want. Super cheap. We can just spawn out a bunch of mutalisks and have 100,000 mutalisks if you want. Like, you can go beyond the limit by casting all of these mutalisks. You can spawn as many as need be. The broodlords will end the game before I get the chance to see everything. The broodlords, I really like the circle pattern that they do whenever they're just flying around randomly. It's super cool to see and just watch. That broodlord that's interesting. So check it out. The Nydus network, oops, zoomed in too far. The Nydus network can actually cast things like a creep tower that launches creep in a chosen direction. This is really fun to play with.
Your grotesque Zerg have mutated into something new.
And then, so we've already got the creep tower out. Let's see, we can get a Nydus worm. But here's... We fire creep off. Here's one of my favorite things to use with the Nydus network. I really should have hotkeyed that. It's gonna hotkey it. Really like these little guys here. Nydus destroyers. Supply limit has been reached. That is uncool. Alright, let's AFK walk some units. We've already seen what the units, the Mantis and the Roach look like. I got this on very low settings, so if you have a slightly better computer than me, you'll be able to play it at a higher setting and be fine. But the Mantises, they just look like these really weird little creatures. So let's kind of send those out and just let them die.
Your brood has encountered the enemy.
Because we spawned a few too many Mutilisks.
Evolution complete.
We got now. Whenever you say flock of Mutalisk in multiplayer, you've really got a flock of Mutalisk here. So let's AFK walk a bunch. They have Corruptors as well. Okay, cool. But we have Broodlords. We have a bunch of Broodlords. We definitely have the advantage. They are attacking, it looks like. So let's kind of get out let's get out a Brutalisk just to see what those look like. They're super cool. And get out a couple of Ultralisks as well. So here, let's kind of, we know that the enemy may be attacking soon. We'll spawn a bunch of Mutalisks if they do attack. It's really easy to beat the AI. Yeah, there we go. So check out these really cool looking things. These little dragon looking head things. Those are the Nydus destroyers, and they're really cool. They're pretty darn strong. Come to think of it, I actually have not been getting any upgrades. So I'm getting attacked, but the cool thing is that they're taking damage just by being on creep. They're getting slowed down and they're taking damage from being on creep. So it's gonna swarm them, lag a lot, lag a whole lot. Swarm with everything that we've got. So check it out. These are the Ultralisks. These are the Ultralisks with the buff that I used. Those are the Ultras with the buff that I used. Let's get that out of the way. So there are a lot of different little upgrades that you can do. But these bad dads are the Brutalisks. Zoom in a little bit closer. So this is the what the awesome Ultralisk looks like. Super cool. Pathing's a little bit weird in the big scale. It takes them forever to turn around. The Ultralisks. So the Brutalisk. These things are monstrous. In comparison to Broodlord, these things are pretty big. They almost stand about as high as the Ultralisk flies. Alright, so let's just hotkey everything, including the queens because they have a healing ability. Let's just hotkey everything and send it on over. Oh. They have a lot of Corruptors. Quick! Spawn all the mutas that you can. Just spam mutas. So check out my supply. I'm way above the amount, the max amount. And I've got so many mutas now. So many mutas. I can't even see it because I've got so much lag. I'm just gonna hotkey them on and move them on over. And yeah, this is a really fun game mode. If you play on this big of a map, you won't lag as bad if you're not on this map. But if you play on a smaller map, you're much less likely to lag. But I'm playing on this huge map, so I'm of course lagging like crazy. And this is where both of my opponents spawned, I think. Yeah. So it's a really cool game mode. It's really awesome to look down and see all the little HP bars and things like that, and all the places that you can go to. So much madness, so much lag. It's not this bad, but whenever I record, it gets pretty bad whenever I'm recording, yeah. Lost a lot of units here. Let's see, roaches only cost.
That is not possible. We are at maximum supply.
Spam a bunch of meters again. Definitely an OP game mode. But those Brutalisks are super cool. They're so cool. And the Ultralisks as well. It's all so cool.
Your brood has encountered the enemy.
Let's try and get a couple more of these guys out. Just for style points. Can't really see it because I'm lagging so much, but
Your brood has encountered the enemy. Your brood has encountered the enemy.
let's get a lot of mutas out. Look at them. Look at them. How fast they spawn. Vespine gas. I just killed my own muta, I think.
Your brood has encountered the enemy.
All these massive battles. You can already see these Colossus here. They are massive as well. Those things are huge. They're super cool. The Immortals are a little bit bigger than normal. But the Cyclone is huge. GG. Can't handle the massive OP muta attack.
Grotesque Zerg have mutated into something new.
I think I've got my roaches. They're coming in for the fight.
Your brood has encountered
Where is the last bit? So this game really reminds me of Total War. It's really cool like that because you can zoom out really far and then zoom back in. There they are. Got them. So yeah, a really fun game mode. I really recommend playing it. It's pretty awesome. Well, have fun, guys. Remember how to get to it. Just go to Custom Game in the multiplayer section and go to Create.